from today onwards, we will start the problems by long wall short wall methods. So we have already discussed the basics regarding long wall short wall methods. So from today onwards, we will start the problems. Already in last lectures, I have shown you the various things related with long wall short wall, the method related with long wall short wall. So as we have already discussed it, so today we will have the problems related with long wall short wall. So there is a simple plan in this, which is having a room dimension as 5 meters by 4 meters. So always while calculating the various concepts, that is for excavations or for PCC or for uh, UCR uncoarse rubble masonries. So there is, we are three things are have been considered. First is the plan. Next, we have to draw center line plan, and section will be given. Okay, in section the details will be given. Here in right side there is a section AA. Here room dimension is nothing but 5 meters by 4 meters. Whether it is visible, please comment whether it is visible, whether the dimensions of a room is visible or not. So room dimension is 5 meters by 4 meters, whereas we have to draw first center line plan with the help of this normal double line plan, and section will always be given. Okay, in sections, section will always be given. Whether it is visible. We will calculate the various earthwork and excavation in case of with the help of this room dimensions 5 meters by 4 meters, and we will find out first the center to center distance, then we have to find out the length of long wall, then we have to find out the length of short wall, and depending upon length of long wall and short wall we will calculate the various things. Okay, so most important is we are using the long wall short wall methods. Here the dimensions in the section is also given. Here the dimensions in sections are nothing but here the PCC width is given as 90 centimeters. Depth of PCC in this section it has been given as 20 centimeters. First step UCR is given as 30 centimeters, whereas its width is given as 60 centimeters. All dimensions are in centimeters, so we have to convert this into meters, because we will calculate the in meter cube the quantity of earthwork in excavations, or we will find out the quantity of PCC in meter cube. As already we have seen in unit number 1, the quantity is to be calculated in meter cube or meter square depending upon its use. So earthwork in excavations to be calculated in meter cubes. So here PCC is given in 90 centimeters. Width of PCC is given as 90 centimeters. Depth of PCC is given as 20 centimeters. Whereas first step in UCR, its width is given as 60 centimeters, whereas its depth is given as 30 centimeters. Second step UCR, its width is given as 50 centimeters and depth is it has been given as 80 centimeters. Same way, third step UCR, that is here this hash portion indicates the ground level, whereas this line indicates the plinth level. Okay, so this ground level, from this ground level to the plinth level there is again a height, it has been given as 60 centimeters, whereas width of that third step UCR is given as 40 centimeters. Okay, so this is nothing but the plinth level. Above the plinth level there will be the room dimensions depending upon the room dimension, room height. So here above section it has been not mentioned. We will calculate first below plinth level, and below ground level we will find out the UCR, quantity of UCR, that is uncoarse rubble masonries. Normally these structures, there are two types of structures, that is load bearing structures and frame structures. So this structure is nothing but the load bearing structures. That means this whole section will be taken for all the walls. Okay, PCC to be laid all over the walls throughout the perimeter of this room, whereas all the three various steps, whether it is first step in UCR, whether it is second step in UCR, whether it is third step in UCR, and whether it is brickworks above plinth level, the all to be carried out along this whole periphery. Okay, the whole things along these lines, all it will be there will be all the three steps. Okay, UCR first step, UCR second step, UCR third step. And if we are calculating the in case of brickworks, again we have to calculate. Okay, so all the things to be considered while finding out this. Okay, so this along this whole wall, this all the from PCC to UCR, or from the above the brickwork constructions, there will be lit. Okay, along this whole lines. The first, this drawing will be given in question. This drawing will be given, and this section will be given. We have to draw the center line plan. We have to draw the center line plan depending upon the drawings. So what is center line plan? How to draw center line plan? So I've drawn this center line plan. Here inner to inner dimensions is 5 by 4 meters. That means width of this room is 5 meters. Length of this room is length of this room is 5 meters, whereas width of this room is 4 meters. So what is the center to center distance? Center to center distance will, or this plan represents the wall thickness along with the wall thickness. Okay, so this plan to be made along with the wall thickness. You have seen various line plans of residential buildings in which this double line indicates the wall thickness. This double line indicates the wall thickness. This double line along the longer direction, along the shorter direction, this double line indicates the wall thickness. So again we have to see what is the wall thickness in the actual section. So here there is a section. Okay, here there is a section which has been given. This hatch portion indicates the ground level, whereas this single line indicates the plinth level. I have not written here as PL, but here it is plinth level, and this hash portion indicates the ground level. So above plinth level there will be the wall thickness. So what is the wall thickness which has been given in section? The wall thickness which has been given in the section is 30 centimeters. Okay, this top thickness is nothing but 30 centimeters. That means this is nothing but the 30 centimeters is nothing but the wall thickness of the of this room. And one room in which the dimension inner to inner dimension is 5 by 4, and the wall thickness it has been given in this section as 30 centimeters. Okay, above plinth will be the wall thickness. Above plinth or above plinth will be the wall thickness. So above plinth level there is a wall thickness of 30 centimeters. That means how to find out the center to center distance? The simple way, left side there will be 30 centimeters, right side there will be 30 centimeters for this long wall, whereas short wall, upside there will be 30 centimeters, downside there will be 30 centimeters. So what will be the center to center distance? So 5 meters will be the inner to inner dimensions plus 0.15 half thickness for this, 0.15 half thickness of wall thickness for the left side, and half wall thickness for the right side. That means how to find out center to center distance? That is, center to center distance for this is nothing but, we have to find out center to center distance is nothing but center to center distance of long wall. Okay, so center to center distance of long wall is nothing but, we will consider x direction as long wall. This because 5 meters is along length, it is not as such that it has always long wall will be in x direction and short wall will be in y direction. No, but long wall is nothing but the length in which there is no divisions. We will consider it as long wall, and where there will be a divisions or the length of which it is shorter, then we will consider as short wall. Okay, so center to center distance of long wall is nothing but, we are considering this center to center distance of long wall, that is equals to the 5 meters is the clear distance inner to inner distance plus 5 meters plus, what is wall thickness for left side? The wall thickness for left side is 0.15, 0.15, 0.15, and what is the distance for right distance? Again there is 0.15. Okay, so there are two distances, 0.15. Yes, so this will be the 5 meters is nothing but inner to inner dimensions, whereas 0.15 for left wall thickness, half wall thickness, and 0.15 for right half wall thickness. What will be the total distance? The total distance here in this case will be 5.3 meters. So 5.3 meters is the center to center distance for long walls. Okay. So this we have already calculated in this drawing. How to calculate this? I have written here center to center distance of long wall is nothing but 5 plus left side half distance wall thickness plus that is 0.15, right side half wall thickness, that is again plus 0.15, that is equals to 5.3 meters. So this is nothing but center to center distance of long wall. What about center to center distance of short wall? Again, we will write down as short wall. So C, center to center distance of short wall. Whether it is visible, the calculations are visible or not, please comment whether the calculations are visible. Center to center distance of long wall is nothing but 5.3 meters. Center to center distance of short wall is nothing but inner to inner dimensions is 4 meters. So here there will be 4 meters. And again the upside half wall thickness, half wall thickness, here inner to inner dimension along width is nothing but 4 meters. So top half top width of wall is nothing but 0.15 for top, that is 0.15 meters for above, and below again there is along shorter direction there is half the distance for thickness of wall thickness is nothing but 0.15 for in shorter directions. Okay, so 0.15. So there is simple calculations are there. So just we are adding 4 plus 0.15 plus 0.15, that will be 4.3 meters. So 4.3 meters is the center to center distance of the short wall, which has been mentioned in this drawing. Okay. So first we have to draw plan and section will be given in the question. Depending upon the plan and depending upon the section, we have to draw the center line plan. Okay. So we have decided or we have taken wall thickness as 0.3. Why? Because it has been mentioned in this section plan. Okay. So we have to see the section in order to calculate or in order to draw the center line plan. Okay. So once we have taken the dimensions from this section part. So here above plinth level it has been mentioned at 30 centimeters, that is 0.3 meters, or 300 mm. It may be given in mm, it may be given in centimeters. So here the dimensions are in centimeters. So there is no need to have such confusion regarding the dimensions, because we are using in meters. We will calculate all the dimensions in meters. So convert this centimeters into meters. So 30 centimeters is nothing but 0.3 meters. Above plinth the wall thickness is nothing but 0.3 meters. Okay. So half left side, half right side for long wall, and half upside and half downside for short wall. It has been added, and we have calculated long wall as 5.3 and short wall as 4.3. Once we have calculated length of long wall, once we have calculated length of short wall, half calculations has been covered. Okay. So it is very important to calculate the length of long wall and length of short wall and divide the whole figures in number of long walls and number of short walls. Here there are two numbers of long wall and here there are two numbers of short walls. Okay. So first most important thing is to conversion of the whole figure into number of long walls and number of short walls. In order to have calculations more easier way, so we have to convert this whole figure into long wall and short wall, and after that number of long walls and number of short walls. So in present case there is only one room. So along length direction, along longer direction there will be two long walls, and along shorter directions, along y direction the short wall, there are two short walls. Okay. So we will calculate one by one the various things related with the by long wall short wall methods. So what is the procedure for long wall short wall method? First we have to draw the center line plan, and we have to calculate the center to center distance of long wall and center to center distance of the short wall. After calculation of length, short wall and long wall, then we have to find out and then we have to calculate, or then we have to use the formula for long wall and short wall. What is the formula which we have already discussed in last lecture? What is the formula for long wall? So long wall, that we are representing by capital L. So L is equals to, what is the formula for long wall? L is equals to center to center distance of long wall, center to center distance of long wall plus width of the sections. Okay, plus width of the section. Okay, this we have already discussed in the last lectures. So while calculating long wall we have to add the width, while calculating short wall we have to subtract the width of the sections. Okay, the width of the section to be added for long wall and width of the section to be subtracted for short wall. Okay, so these two things are very important. Okay, while calculating or while finding out this, so this thing is very important while calculating this. In long wall we have to add the width of section, and in short wall we have to subtract the width of sections. So here long wall, what is the formula to calculate long wall? Center to center distance of long wall plus width of the sections. Okay. Again, what is the formula for short wall? So we'll denote short wall as capital S. So capital S is equals to, so capital S is equals to, again the formula is center to center distance, center to center distance of short wall, center to center distance of short wall, and it has been added to short wall plus, up here there will be subtraction. So once we have added for long wall, then there will be subtraction for short wall. Why? Because we will add here, so there will be multiple addition and the calculations will be uh, more deductions will be there. Okay, so there will be minus for minus width of the section in case of width of the section. So these two formulas are very important. Okay, for long wall it is very important. This it has been used for long wall. This formula it has been used for long wall, and this formula it has been used for short wall. So these two formulas are very important. So while calculating in long wall we have to add the width of section. While calculating in short wall we have to subtract the width of sections. Whether it is visible, whether it is visible, I've drawn the figure is whether the calculations are visible. Please comment whether these calculations are visible. I've calculated center to center distance of long wall. I've calculated center to center distance of short wall. Yes. Then we will actually calculate the various things. So we will calculate PCC. We will calculate excavations. Okay. We will calculate the different things. So serial number, first column we will consider as serial numbers. Next column we will consider as descriptions. Okay. First we will consider as serial number. Next, after serial number, description. After serial number, description of the section. Okay. So which we will consider. So after serial number there will be description. So whether we are using whether we are calculating excavations or whether we are calculating the PCC or DPC, so description, serial number, description, numbers, then length. These are the columns to be used. Then width of the sections, then height or depth of the section, then height of the sections, then its quantity, that is LBH, and the total quantity. So these are the various columns to be used or to be there in calculations of the long wall short wall methods. So these are the various things to be used while calculating the by long wall short wall methods. Okay. So we will have some more here. So first we will have serial number 1 as calculations. Okay. So we will calculate all the things here. So I will draw here. First we will calculate for PCC. PCC. Okay. What is PCC? Here the width of PCC is, what is the width of PCC? So here the width of the PCC is 90 centimeters. Here the width for PCC is 90 centimeters. What is the width of PCC in this case? So here the width of PCC is 90 centimeters. What is depth of PCC here in this case? So depth of PCC is 20 centimeters. Okay. So here depth of PCC is 20 centimeters and width of PCC in this case is 90 centimeters. One thing it is to be kept in mind while finding out the quantities from PCC or anything. So first we have to draw the center line plan, and we have to, this plan or this section, it has been used for along all the periphery of the rooms. Okay. That means this section will be implemented along x direction also, along y direction also. This structure is nothing but the load bearing structures. There are two types of structures, that is load bearing structures and frame structures. But this structure is nothing but the load bearing structures. This structure is nothing but the load bearing structures. So PCC. First we will find out the PCC. In that PCC we have to find out the length of long wall. So length of long wall, we have to find out the length of long wall in case of PCC. So we will have in this case PCC as length of long wall as PCC L is equals to. We will find out length of long wall in case of PCC. In case of PCC, we have to find out length of long wall. So I have written the length of long wall as formula as center to center distance of long wall plus width of the sections. Okay. What is the formula to calculate length of long wall? So for PCC here width of PCC is 90 centimeters. Depth of PCC is 20 centimeters. So L is nothing but length of long wall. The center to center distance of long wall is 5.3 meters, which we have already calculated here. Okay, 5.3 meters, 5.3 meters. Okay, so we have calculated here as 5.3 meters. So 5.3 meters plus what is the width of section? So here width of PCC, only PCC, it is 90 centimeters. That means it is 0.9 meters. 90 centimeters is 0.9 meters. So 90 centimeters is 0.9 meters. So it is 5.3 plus 0.9 is nothing but 0.9 is nothing but 6.2 meters. Okay. So what is the length of long wall? The length of long wall is 6.2 meters. So 6.2 meters. Here it is length of long wall. Okay. The length of long wall is 6.2 meters. How we have calculated length of long wall for PCC? So L is equals to center to center distance plus width of section Always I am repeating the same thing repeatedly, that while calculating the long wall we have to add the width of section. While calculating the short wall we have to subtract the width of section. Okay. So here we are adding the width of section. So L is equals to 5.3, that is center to center distance plus width of section. Here width of section is 0.9 meters, that is 6.3 meters. How many number of long walls are there? So there are two numbers of long walls. Okay. How many number of long walls are there? There are two numbers of long walls. What is length of that long wall? So we have calculated just now as length of long wall as 6.2 meters. What is width of that long wall? So width of long wall, it has been mentioned in this section. What is the width of long wall? So width of long wall, it has been given in the section as 0.9 meters. What is height of PCC in this case? What is this height of PCC, which has been again mentioned in this drawing as height of PCC as 20 centimeters. So we will consider this as 0.2 meters. Then to find out the quantities. Okay. We will have the multiplication for this. So this is nothing but C21 multiplied by C21 multiplied by D21 again multiplied with E21 again multiplied with F21. So this is nothing but the quantity, just the multiplication of this. So there is a multiplication of this rows, that is 2 meter. 2 are the numbers: length of long wall, length of width of long wall, and height of long wall. Okay, so these four things we have calculated. We have just multiplied LBH and to be calculated, and the quantity will be in cubic meters. So here the quantity is measured in cubic meters. So here it has been measured in cubic meters. Total quantity we will see. If there are number of quantities, then it is to be added and to be written in this. So here total quantity will be same, that is 2.232, which is same, 2.32. This quantity is same. So this first we have calculated, or we will write down this afterwards, because we have to calculate short wall also. Okay. Next is to calculate again for PCC short wall calculations will be there. Okay. So what is short wall? The center to center distance of short wall minus width of section. So here center to center distance of short wall we have already calculated here as 4.3. Center to center distance of short wall we have calculated as 4.3. So 4.3, but here it is minus, that is 0.9. That is equals to, okay, so 4.3 minus 0.9, that will be 3.87. So 3.87. So 3.87 meters. So this is nothing but the short wall length. How many number of short walls are there? So there are two numbers of short wall. What is the length of one short wall? So we have already calculated just now as 3.87. What is the width of section? The width of section is same. What is the width of section? Width of section will not be changed, 0.9. What is depth of section? So the depth of section will also will not be changed. The width of PCC is 0.9, depth of PCC is same. Again, it has been taken as this. Okay. This is nothing but the length of short wall. So there are two numbers of short wall, there are two numbers of long wall. So along long wall, what is the quantity of PCC? That is 2.232 cubic meters. What is the quantity of PCC to be laid along the short wall length? So it is 1.3932. That is again it is in cubic meters. So this to be measured in cubic meters. So PCC will be measured in the cubic meters. So this to be laid in case of foundations. Okay. In this PCC to be laid in case of foundations. Okay. So first we have calculated the PCC. Next we are calculating the UCR first step, or we have to calculate earthwork in excavations below GL. So here ground level, this hash portion, this dark portion indicates ground level. So first we have to calculate the total height below ground levels. In order to, first we have to calculate the total height below GL. Here this hash portion indicates the ground level. From this hash portion to this line indicates the plinth level. So plinth level here it is mentioned as 6 centimeters. But the excavation will be done, always excavation will be done below ground level. So this ground hash portion indicates the ground level. So we have to first find out the height below ground level. So up to this height, to this hash portion is the total height. So 80 plus 30 plus 20. 80 plus 30 plus 20 will be the total height of excavation. That is 130 centimeters. Okay, that is 130 meters. Okay. 30 centimeters. That is 1 centimeters. That is 1.3 meters. So height of excavations to be calculated. So here I am separately writing down the height of excavations. HEIT, height of excavations. How to calculate height of excavations? It is below GL. Height of excavation below GL. Okay. excavation to be done below here. Below here, here from top portion or from bottom portion we can calculate. So we will calculate from bottom portion, that is 0.2 meters is the PCC height, okay, plus plus 0.3 first step height, again 0.8 is the step height. What is the total height? Total height is 1.3 meters. Okay. Height of excavation below ground level is but 1.3 meters. This we will take directly. We will call this as serial number 2. In serial number 2, we will have excavations. Again, we have to find out the length of excavations. Again, the same thing to be calculated. Length of excavation is equal to. Okay. Again, we have to find out length of long wall of excavations. So center to center distance plus width of section. Center to center distance is 5.3. Center to center distance is 5.3 plus width of section. Plus width of section here in this case. What will be the width of section in this? So here plus width of section. So here width of section of excavation. In the foundation trenches, okay. The foundation trenches, the PCC, the exact excavation to be carried out along this width, where PCC it has been laid. So this here, this width of excavation will be the same as the width of the PCC. The width of excavation it has been same as width of PCC. The amount of width it has been excavated, the same to be used for PCC. Okay. So this will be same. 6.28 is same. How many number of long walls are there? So again, there are two numbers of long wall. What is the width of length of long wall? Just now we have calculated as 6.2. What is width of excavation? That is 0.9 is width of excavation. Now height for excavation is very important. Okay. So just now we have calculated the height of excavation here. Okay. So this is nothing but the height of excavation. The height of excavation below ground level is 0.2 meters plus 0.3 meters plus 0.8 meters, that is 1.3 meters. 0.2 plus 0.3 plus 0.8, that is 1.3 meters. So here we have to take height of excavation or depth of excavation as 1.3 meters. Okay. So this 1.3 meters is very important. This 1.3 meters is very important. The height of excavation is very important. So we have taken from the ground levels. Okay. So from ground levels we have taken this height of excavations. So it has been again measured in cubic meters. So this will again be measured in cubic meters. So it is 14.508. That is quantity of excavations along long wall. Same way quantity of excavation along short wall. We will consider this as S. So again S is same as 4.3 minus 0.9. Why 0.9? Again the width of excavation is same. So this will be again same. That is 2. But here quantity is 2. What is length of short wall? So 3.887 is the length of short wall. What is width of short wall along this excavation is 0.9. What is depth in this case? Excavation along short wall, so it is 1.3. Depth of excavation is 1.3. Again it has been calculated as this part, that is 9.0558. So this is nothing but quantity of excavation along long wall and short wall. One thing we can have while in total quantity, we can add these two quantities to be written here for PCC, and we can add these two quantities and to be written here as total quantity in this. So we can add both short wall and long wall also, and to be written here. Okay. So we have seen excavations, we have seen PCC. Next we will see DPC. So third part is DPC. We will consider this as third part as UCR first step. Again UCR first step is width of UCR first step is 60 centimeters, depth of UCR first step is 30 centimeters. The same procedure once again repeated for the UCR also. Okay. The same procedure which we have taken for PCC, which we have taken for excavation, the same procedure will be we will use for unclosed rubble masonry, because it has this problem is for load bearing structures. So in practicals and practically insights you have seen, whether you have seen or not, this is nothing but the load bearing structures, in which these are the uncoarse rubble masonries. Okay, this load bearing structures nowadays we are using the frame structures, but load bearing structures are also used in some cases. Load bearing calculations are also there. So as it has been mentioned in syllabus, so we are covering we are using load bearing structures. Okay, but nowadays there are frame structures. Frame structures is nothing but the column, beam, slab, but load bearing structures is nothing but this part. So we will have UCR, uncoarse rubble masonries. Okay. So uncoarse rubble masonry, we will call this as step one. Why step one? So there are three steps: 60 centimeters width step, 50 centimeters, and 40 centimeters. So there are three steps in this case. So UCR first step. So first step, again we will find out the length of first step. So L is equals to length of first step. Okay. UCR uncoarse rubble masonry step one, first step के लिए use हो रहा है, and the length of this first step. Again, center to center distance of long wall. L stands for long walls. S stands for short wall. Again, center to center distance of long wall, it has been mentioned here. That is 5.3. Here it has been mentioned as 5.3. So 5.3. Okay. Plus 5.3 plus width of first step of UCR. What is the width of first step of UCR? Here it is 60 centimeters. It has been mentioned as 60 centimeters. So that means 0.6 meters. Okay. So 5.3 plus zero point 0.6 meters. So 5.3 plus zero point 0.6 meters. 5.3 plus zero point 0.6 meters. That is equals to 5.9 meters. That is equals to 5.9 meters. How many number of long walls? Two number of long. What is length of long wall for UCR? 5.9 meters. What is width of UCR for first step? It is 60 centimeters. So 0.6 meters. What is depth of first UCR first step? That is 30 centimeters. That has been mentioned in section. So 0.3 meters. 0.3 meters. It will be 2.124. Again, same way to be calculated for short wall. So again, short wall is 4.3 will be there, but here minus width of section, here it is, instead of this there will be minus 3, minus 0.6. Width of section here in this case is minus 6. That is equals to, that is 4.3 minus 0.6. That is 3.7. 4.3 minus 0.6. Why 0.6? Because width of section is 0.6. Minus width of section, that is 0.6. So 3.7 meters. This is nothing but 3.7 meters. How many number of short walls? Two number of short wall. What is length of one short wall? So 3.7 meters. What is width of short wall? 0.6. Same width. Depth is same, 0.3. This will be 1.33. The same way the remaining calculations for done for second step, same to be calculated for third step, same to be calculated for brickworks. So here we have a city of PC in place for one dimension sector, and calculate the quantity of PC quantity of space, and top step you see the same procedure to be repeated for second step. Same procedure repeated for 50 and 80 centimeters depth. Same step for 50 and 60 centimeters depth. Same we'll see next again solve this problem again for second step, and for third step we'll again solve this problem because here the space is limited. So in next lecture we will solve for UCR, again we will solve for Thank you. Any queries?